Let's go ahead and use our 19mm socket. We're going to go ahead and remove the lug nuts. Go ahead and grab your hubcap if you have one equipped. Set that aside. You'll go ahead and grab the wheel, remove that, and set that aside. So we want to go ahead and remove the brake drum itself. Now our brake drum is a little bit loose, but it's still stuck on the backside on the brake shoes. We're going to use these bolts here. You actually thread these into the drum itself. And we're going to do this in both of these here. And what we're going to do is we're going to tighten these down, and as they tighten in, they go up against the backside hub face, and it pushes the brake drum out. Let's see this in action. When we removed our brake drum, it is coated in all kinds of brake dust. You don't want to breathe this stuff in. What we're going to do is we're going to put some pads or a drip pen underneath. We're going to use some solvent. We're going to soak this down and clean off all of the brake dust. You don't want to breathe any of this in, so go ahead and put a mask on or cover up your mouth and nose and give it a spray. With the center cap here of the hub, we want to go ahead and pop that off. We're going to use a thin blade chisel tip to go ahead and get between the cap and the hub. We're just going to work our way around, pop this off evenly. That's going to go ahead and expose our spindle nut right here. Right on the top of our spindle nut right here, we have a little dimple in this notch to lock that nut in place. I'm going to go ahead and pop that up. We're going to use a 32mm socket to loosen this. We're going to use a breaker bar. You can use an impact gun if you want. With that spindle nut removed, you can go ahead and grab the wheel hub, pull that straight out. And what we're going to do is we're going to clean the spindle here. And what you're doing while you're cleaning this here, you're also doing an inspection. You're going to look for any rust, any score marks, any damage to this shaft itself. If everything looks good, we're just going to continue to clean that up. And then we'll apply a little bit of grease to that shaft. I'm just going to slop some on right here, and then we're just going to evenly smooth that out around. And in the end, we're just going to have a thin coat of that grease on there. Put some around the front right here. And even a little bit on the back edge of the backing plate right there. Now go ahead and take your wheel hub. Going to line that up. And we're just going to slowly work that on. We'll get and install our spindle nut. And we're just going to spin that down as far as you can by hand. Go ahead and torque the spindle nut to 134 foot-pounds. Once the nut is torqued down, we're going to go ahead and redimple the nut here. Now we go ahead and install our nut cap. We're just going to tap this around the edge. Normally when installing these here, you may see a lot of folks using a hammer striking the center. This will cause this cap to concave in and could cause contact with the nut. You're going to cause an issue there because this rotates, but the nut doesn't. So by tapping this around the perimeter, you're going to get it to seat without causing any damage. We're going to apply some anti-seize compound around the hub flange and the face of the hub. Grab that brake drum. Go ahead and get it installed for its final shot. Go ahead and install your wheel. Line this up. I'm going to get all 4 of these started by hand, and then we'll go ahead and snug them down. Then we're going to go ahead and torque the wheels down to 80 foot-pounds.